Every answer to every question is right here before your eyes. And now, you see it. Now you see it. And the star of our show, now you see him, Jack Norris.
Coming up, John. Oh, thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You're very kind. Thanks to our studio guests for that warm reception. We appreciate it. Thank you at home for tuning in to Now You See It, the show where we give you all the answers. All you have to do is find them, which is what these five folks will be attempting inside the next 30 minutes or so. At the end of our show, only one will remain and try to break our bank. Hoping he will be that one is a new champion we found on our last outing. Say hello to Mr. Ben Williams. Ben, would you join me, sir? And welcome back. Good to have you back, Ben. Well, we're playing for a lot of money these days. Ben failed to break our bank last time. However, he did get 8 out of the 10 answers. He won $800 for himself. But since you didn't break the bank, Ben, we've added $1,000. And now you or one of these four up here will be playing for $17,000. Lots of money riding on this one. Ben, going to give you the judge's seat up there, let you watch the proceedings as I invite these four ladies to take your places, if you would, please. Their positions and their partners were chosen by lot before we went on the air. All right, now let's go over and say hello to these lovely ladies. First of all, in the outside swing chair on team number one, we have Christine Miller.
Hi.
Hi, Christine. Tell us about you, please.
I'm originally from Royal Oak, Michigan, and I now live in Malibu and work as a counselor at a summer camp for children.
Okay, it's nice to meet you. And now let's say hello to your playing partner, who is Kathy Goddard. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Jack.
And what are you going to tell us about you?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I received my teaching credential from San Diego State University, and I'm a teacher in Santa Ana.
Santa Ana, down in Orange County. Okay. Nice-looking team you are. Good luck to you. Let's meet your opponents now. Oh, we have a little redhead over there. Doris McDonald. Hi, Doris. Tell us about Doris.
I'm married and I have 2 children, ages 2 and 3, and I love to sew and I love plants.
Good for you. Let's say hello to your partner, Ruth Schwartz.
Hi.
Hi, Ruth.
Hi.
Tell us about Ruth.
Well, I'm married and I have a daughter 6 months old, and I teach part-time and I'm working on a master's
Couple
degree.
of teachers on the panel there today. Okay, very good, ladies. So all of you, good luck. What do you say we get going with Now You See It, the elimination game? Let's bring on the big board. Here she comes. Now you see it. Now you don't. Every answer to every question is right there on that big board. All you have to do is find it. We'll play until we hear this sound. That will indicate halftime in the elimination game. Then we'll have the partners change jobs. All set? With the outside players turn around. Backs to the board, please. Okay, let's light up the board. And here is your first question. What fruit is sometimes walked on to make, yes, indeed, Kathy?
Line 2.
That is right. Christine, you didn't your whole thing, but can you give me the answer?
Position 1, grape.
That's it, yeah. What fruit is sometimes walked on to make wine? You got it. Line 2, position 1, totals to 3. That's how we keep score. 3 points for your team. Next question. What southern plant is used in making textiles? Yes, Kathy.
Line 3.
That is right, Christine. The answer, please.
Position 3, cotton.
You are right again. Another 6 points for your team. You have 9. 9-0, the early score. Here comes the next question. What's the name of a fashionable hill in San Francisco? And again, it's Kathy.
Line 1.
That is right, Christine. The answer?
Position 12, knob.
Knob Hill, yeah. You questioned that, didn't know it was good. Well, that's worth 13 big points for your team, Christine. Okay, here comes the next question. When you look across Niagara Falls, what Canadian province do you see? This time it is Doris.
Line 3.
Line 3 is right. Okay, Ruth, the answer, please.
Position 7, Ontario.
You are right, and your team's on the board with 10 points. 22 to 10 the score. Next question. What famous band leader is called Count? And it is Kathy.
Line 4.
That is right. And Christine, the answer.
Position 1, Basie.
Sure, Count Basie. 5 more points for your team. Good. 27 to 10 the score. Here's another question for you. Name a famous pirate captain.
Okay, Doris.
Line 2.
That is right. Ruth, where's the answer and what is it?
Position 10, kid.
That's it, Captain Kidd. 12 points for your team. We have a close one going. Okay, that's it. Halftime is here. Leading score 27-22, Christine Hiller and Kathy Goddard. All right, girls, stay right where you are because we'll come back to play the second half of our elimination round right after these words. Don't go away. Elimination game, as I told you earlier, girls are going to have you change jobs for this, so insiders move out and vice versa, please. Just trade jobs for the second half of the game. Okay, and again, a reminder that we will play until we hear this signal, and then it's all over. The team with the larger number of points will be the winners, and they will play in our semifinal round. All right, good luck to all of you with the new outside players. Turn around, please. That's you, Kathy. Yeah, girl. All righty, let's light up the board. It's the same board. Here comes your next question. When a pipe springs one of these, you'd better call a plumber. And this time it is Ruth.
Line 2.
That is right. And Doris, the answer?
Position 7, leak.
Leak is right. 9 points for your team. You go into the lead with that. 31-27 the score now. Here's the next question. At a banquet, where do honored guests and speakers sit? Yes, Ruth.
Line 1.
Right you are, Doris. The answer? Oh, Doris, it's position 1. Dais. That's where all the biggies sit. All right, no points there. Here comes your next question. Who is the boss in a prison? And it is Christine this time.
Line 1.
That is right. Now, Kathy, where's the answer? Oh, the boss in a prison is position 7. The warden. He's always the big man. Score remains the same. 31-27. Kathy, back around, please. Here comes your next question. Wolf was the last name of a Rex Stout detective. What was his... Yes, Ruth.
Line 4.
That is right. Doris, see if you can find the answer. You didn't hear the whole question.
Position 11, 0.
I'm sorry, buzzer gave you the thumbs down there. Position 11, Nero. Nero Wolf. What was his first name was the rest of that question. All right, score remains the same. Next question. What wild public disturbance can be created? Yes, Ruth.
Line 3.
Okay, you got it, Doris. The answer.
Position 11, riot.
Okay, yeah, you got that one without hearing the entire question. 14 points for you. What wild public disturbance can be created by a lot of people? 45-27 score. Next question. How do citizens of Nevada refer to their most famous... Ruth.
Line 4.
That is right. Doris, the answer.
Position 6, Vegas.
Okay, you got it. Position 6, Vegas. Las Vegas. Another 10 points for your team. That's it. The elimination round is over. The winner with 55 points, Ruth Schwartz, Doris McDonald. Well, Kathy and Christine, you tried. You played a good game. I'm sorry I have to say goodbye to you now, but we have gifts for you backstage. So long. Good luck to you. Congratulations, Ruth and Doris. You will be playing our semifinals round, and that will be coming up right after we take time out for these words. Don't anybody go away, please. Up the team that won the first round. That means that we're going to ask you, Doris McDonald, to move in the chair on the other side of Ruth there. You played well as a team, but now you're against one another. And the outcome of this round will determine which one of these young ladies will meet our champ up there, Mr. Ben Williams. Hello, Ben.
Hiya.
Getting acquainted with the game while you're up there?
Yeah.
Good
these
practice.
Folks are really
isn't it?
good. I'm getting
Good.
scared.
All right, girls, did you know?
Can I go home now?
Pardon?
Can I go home now?
No. Don't you want to leave and not try for the 17,000?
Only kidding.
Okay, hang in there then. We play this a letter at a time. Ruth and Doris, as you know, first one that scores 4 points will be the winner and meet Ben in the final. So good luck to you both. All right, let's take a look at that first line now, shall we? And here is your first clue. A very silent star. Letter. Letter. Yes, Ruth.
Garbo?
Garbo, you say? That's right. Yes, Garbo. He's very silent and also likes to be alone. You won the first point, Ruth. Here comes your next clue. Sometimes goes with stiff. Letter. And it's Doris.
Board.
Board is right. Yeah, board stiff goes with it. All tied up. A point apiece. Here comes your next clue. A guaranteed way to lose. Yes, Ruth.
Diet.
You did it. Yes, it is diet. right. Ruth leads 2-1. I have another clue for you, girls. A real swinger. Letter. Letter. Ruth.
Tarzan.
Tarzan, or Tarzan. Right you are. And Ruth takes a 3-1 lead. 3-1 lead for Ruth. One more point puts her into the finals. Let's take a look at the next line. Here's your next clue. Everything's all in pieces. Letter. Ruth.
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw is right. Yes, ma'am, you did it. A jigsaw puzzle is all in pieces. 4 points for yours, Ruth. You go to the final. Nicely played. Well, Doris from Canoga Park, it was a pleasure having you on Now You See It. We have gifts for you backstage.
Thank you.
Now I have to say goodbye. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Doris. Ruth, congratulations. You're going into the finals. But before we bring Ben down here and talk to him, let's listen to Johnny O. He's going to tell us about the prizes you've won. John, if you please, sir.
Instantly, Jack. First
Good.
of all, from Kelvinator, this big 18 cubic foot refrigerator freezer. You'll never defrost again. Has fully adjustable shelves, twin crispers, and meat keeper. And from V-Line Home Style Shows, a wardrobe of exciting clothing featuring exclusive styles and colorful casual fashions. Fashions and fun from V-Line. Okay, Jack?
Thank you very much, Johnny. Well, in order to set ourselves up for the final, let's invite our champ to come downstairs. Mr. Ben Williams, if you would, please. Come on down, join Ruth Schwartz at the players' table on the stage. We'll be back to play that finals round right after these words. Now You See It, pitting today our current champion, Mr. Ben Williams, who's won $800 thus far, and the lady who won out today, Ruth Schwartz. Let's talk to Ben briefly. Ben, you came here the other day in a tennis outfit. Obviously, you're a tennis player, right?
That's right.
Been playing very long?
About 3 years.
You play well?
Medium, depends on what part of the summer it's in. Towards the end, I played pretty well.
Pretty good, huh? How about you, Ruth? Any hobbies of yours?
Oh, I like to do needlework, knitting.
By the way, your husband is a professor. Does he
Yes,
teach?
he
Where?
teaches out at Northridge, Cal
In the
State
valley,
Northridge in the
where
valley.
you live then.
Right.
Okay, very convenient for you. All right, boys and girls, as we say, it's ready for the finals. And as you know, you play this one all by yourselves. You may have to give me all 3 answers. You find the line and the position and give me the answer. Good luck to you both. To start the finals, let's bring on the big board. Here it comes. Now you see it. Now you don't. We will play the finals round until we hear our time's up signal, and of course the player that has the larger number of points will be the winner. Come play our solo game and try to break our bank for $17,000. Good luck, Ben. Good luck, Ruth. Here we go. Let's light up the board. Here's your first question. What title is given a musical composer, or yes, Ben?
Line 2.
That's right. The answer?
Position 1, maestro.
Maestro is right for 3 points. What title is given a musical composer or a conductor? All right, here we go with the next question. What structure separates East and West Berlin? And it is Ben.
Line 1.
You're right. The answer?
Position 3, wall.
Wall. Very good. 4 more points to Ben. We move on. Here comes the next question. What jockey named Eddie is one of the all-time greats? Again, it is Ben.
Line 4.
That's right. The answer?
Position 3, Arcaro.
Carol, right you are. Another 7 points. 14-0. Come on, Ruthie. Here we go. Every year, what kind of bird? Yes, Ben.
Line 1.
That's it. The answer?
Position 2, swallow.
Woo, yeah. Let me get the question out. Every year, what kind of bird returns to Capistrano? Swallows. Okay, score 17-0. Ben's favor. Next question. What is a well-known trade name for a heat-resistant glass? And it is Ruth.
Line 3.
Right you are. The answer?
Position 2, Pyrex.
Pyrex is right. 5 points for you. 17-5 is the score. Next question. What man named Queen was a famous fictional detective? It is Ruth.
Line 1.
Right. The answer?
Position 9, Ellery.
Ellery Queen. Right for 10 points. Now you're in there. It's tight. 17-15 the score. Next question. According to a popular song, what bird comes bob, bob, bobbing along? Ben.
Line 4.
Right you are. The answer?
Position 7, robin.
Robin comes bob, bob, bobbing along. That's worth 11 points. 28-15 the score. Ben's favor. Next question. Pointed upright stakes are used. Yes, Ruth.
Line 2.
That's right. The answer.
Position 8, picket.
You are right. Used in what kind of fence? Picket fence. 10 points for you. 28-25 score. Close. Next question. In what game might you hear Ruth?
Line 4.
That is right.
Position 9, bingo.
Yes, you got it. In what game might you hear N? 33. She leads by 10 points. 38-28. Next question. To keep your clothes neat, what should you put your clothes on? Ben.
Line 3.
Right you are. Answer.
Position 8, hanger.
Hanger is right. 11 points for you. 39 to 38. It's a squeaker. Okay, next question. The Old Groaner is the nickname of which Crosby? Ruth.
Line 4.
Right. The answer?
Position 9, Bing.
Right you are. 13 big ones for you. 51 to 39 is the score. Here comes the next question. What zone might you associate with warm weather? Trips you up there, both of you. The answer is on line 2. Position 5, the tropic. Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, next question. 51-39 score. Stocks and bonds are bought. Yes, Ben.
Line 3.
You're right. The answer.
Position 5, exchange.
Right you are for 8 points. 47-51. Next question. If you were a pig, what might you do in the mud, Ruth?
Line 1.
Yes, the answer?
Position 3, wallow.
Wallow is right. 4 more points for you. 55-47 is the score. Here comes the next question. What sharp tool is used for breaking ice? Yes.
Line 2.
You're right. And the answer?
Position 8, pick.
That is right for another 10 points. It's all over. We have a new champion, Ruth Schluck, 65-47. Ooh, what a game that was. Wow. Well, Ben, you asked earlier when you could go home. The answer is now, but with $800 from Now You See It. Ben, thank you very much for being on Now You See It. A pleasure having you here, my friend. Goodbye, Ben. Good luck to you. Ruth, you did it. You're now going to play for $17,000. Come on over here and join me, my dear. Solo game worth that. $17,000 coming right up after this message. Congratulations. You did it. You walked over to join me here at the podium. I don't believe it. I can't believe it. I don't believe it. But here you are, Ruth. This is it. This is the solo game. We will give you 60 seconds in which to give me 10 correct answers. If you can accomplish that, my dear, you're going to go home with $17,000. Failing that, however, we'll pay you $100 for each answer you get along the way. And if at any time you want to skip a clue, simply say skip or pass, and you know how we do that. Okay, all the words will be right here on the screen in front of us. When you find the answer, we want you to circle it and call it out. And you know why we have you circle it, so that we know you have found it. All right, this is for $17,000, Ruth. Good luck to you. Let's light up the board. The clock will start after your first clue, and here it is. A western state.
Montana.
Right. Long-handled spoon.
Ladle.
Right. One of the Gabor sisters.
Eva.
Right. Goes with groom.
Bride.
Right. Lincoln's assassin.
Booth.
Right. Track event with a pole.
Vault.
Right. Small branch of a tree.
Twig.
Right. Unit of metric weight.
Graham.
Right. Soviet foreign minister.
Gromyko.
One more. Canadian Northwest Territory.
Yukon.
That's 17,000 business. That's it. Okay, here he comes. Here's her husband. Congratulations, Professor. That's very nice. Just fine. $17,000. That's it. That's fantastic, isn't it? Well, our young couple from Woodland Hills are $17,000 richer. Our young professor and his wife, Ruth. Congratulations, Ruth. That was a game well played. How do you feel now? Can you believe it?
No.
Okay, it did happen, I assure you. Listen to the other contestants backstage. They're as excited as Ruth is. Okay, that's it. Congratulations, Ruth. We'll start off with a brand new bank on the next edition of Now You See It. That will be $5,000 worth. Until then, this is Jack Norris saying so long for Now You See It. Goodbye, y'all.
Damn it.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Now You See It, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.